Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. That is the understanding we have. Spirit souls don't take birth, nor does it ever die. The only thing is that most of us do not know that, but a Vaishnava knows. Therefore, a Vaishnava never dies. As Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote about Haridas Thakur, he reasons ill who says that Vaishnavas die when thou art still living in your words. Vaishnavas die to live, and living, they spread the holy name around the world. That's a Vaishnava. When they are here, they serve Krishna, they promote Krishna consciousness, they distribute the holy name all over the world. And when they apparently die, that is when they leave their body, they go to the spiritual world to live there eternally. That is a Vaishnava, a pure devotee of the Lord. And so in a day like this is what we actually have to remember. We have to realize a spiritual master is present to the disciples in two ways. Through Vopu, through the physical form, and through Bani, through his instructions. Our physical forms are temporary. In this material nature, whoever appears, whoever is born, jatasya hi dhruva mrityur, one who is born is bound to die. So, no one will stay here forever. The spiritual masters appear in the lives of the disciples to inspire them in the spiritual life, attract them towards the spiritual sky, and then at some point they leave. And that is actually a test of our spiritual commitment. Because the spiritual master never leaves. In his words, he is always there. In his vani, his instructions, his teachings, he is always there. We also went through that test, and it was difficult. It was very difficult. When the spiritual master leaves the planet, I experienced that most painfully. I was with Srila Prabhupada practically 24 hours a day. And especially those last days when Srila Prabhupada was so apparently so sick. We had to be with him all the time. And we didn't know when it was day and when it was night. We were just with him all the time. But then all of a sudden when Srila Prabhupada left, my world became completely empty, completely vacant. I mean, as if there was nothing there to do. And naturally that emptiness, causes an intense recollections of the days with him, and that causes unbearable pain. But then one thought actually developed in me. It happened after a dream that I had. I was in Mayapur after Prabhupada left the planet. We came back to Mayapur. And one night I was sleeping and kind of sleeping but fully conscious. It was not a dream. It's just as if I'm not aware of the body, but still I'm fully conscious. And I saw Srila Prabhupada. And I felt that Prabhupada was actually holding on to my tongue. And he asked, "Are you chanting your rounds? Are you chanting the holy name nicely?" And I had when Prabhupada touched me, I had such a wonderful feeling as if my whole existence became so soothed, so pacified, and I didn't say anything, but actually I realized that Prabhupada is reminding me that, don't neglect your chanting. Keep on chanting with full concentration, full attention. And that morning, as I was remembering the dream, one thought actually dawned in me, like I was thinking that something that my mother used to do. Like when I was just kind of walking, but still not quite capable of walking, she used to hide herself behind the curtain, behind the door curtain, and she used to make some sound. And just to see her, just to get her, I used to just kind of walk. So I felt in a similar way Srila Prabhupada actually apparently disappeared from my vision, but Prabhupada is still there, and Prabhupada is urging me to walk towards the spiritual world, following him. If I just being attracted by him, if I follow him, then I will reach the spiritual world. So it was a kind of a test that Srila Prabhupada put us into. And in a way, this is a kind of a test that the spiritual master puts his disciples. That all these days when I was here, you displayed so much attraction, so much attachment to me. And now, following that attachment, just come to me. Come to the spiritual world. Our destination is not here. The platform of our union is not here. The platform of our union is the spiritual sky. So this is a wonderful realization that I had, and I wanted to convey to all of you, that someday we all are going to lose our spiritual masters. But we should never think that our spiritual master has gone away. We should rather think that the spiritual master disappeared from our vision in order to, first of all, in order to test us about our commitment to our spiritual life. And if we are really sincere about our spiritual life, we are sincere about our love for our spiritual master, let's just try to find him where he is. And the search to find him will end us up, take us to the spiritual world.